know Ford and Evan go to DCIS,
Northwest.
and and Jose is at West.
Okay.
So, you know, you got a little melting pot of
Definitely.
really, really cool young men here, and I think people would be foolish not to come.
Definitely, and I know the DPS will have some of their athletic department out there just because it'll be that time to support these young men and grow.
Yeah.
And even with young men, women out there, we'll be supporting. So I thank you guys again. You know, as I say, you know, we're here to help you guys out and support you. So thank you, Bill, for
Thanks
bringing
again.
them on.
Yeah,
all right?
Thanks for
coming
having
in.
me. I'd like to do Thank you.
Adiós. Gracias por tenernos y que tengan un día.
Said, thank you for the time.
Thank you for having us.
Mhm.
We appreciate it. And have a good day.
That's a good
Absolutely. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for coming. We do appreciate that.
And we're all truly humbled and appreciative as you,
What?
you guys as well.
Absolutely.
I just love being able to let you guys, you know, in prep sports, at high school athletes to be seen, man. I think it's a memory that's set that encourages you to want to come give back and want to do these things. And just we do it. We're out there playing for free, man, but you love it. So I appreciate that, you know. Definitely.
Good work. Say, all right,
Pick
Chinese, let's
something.
go,
Thank,
big guy.
thank you.
I'll say same thing pretty much. She's ITN.
There it is. That's just that.
And then in
That's a good curveball.
German.
Tschüss und Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Man, this is great here. Learning those extra languages like that. I mean,
I don't know what he
to
said.
speak a second language,
He
that's
just-
very important,
You
man.
just called me an idiot.
Hey,
I
you
guess
got to
it's-
teach me that. You need to teach me that so I could say that on
Yeah,
air.
good to see you, Bill.
Thanks
Well,
again,
thank you
Jack.
guys again, man.
Thanks
we
to Carl.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Round of applause as they get out of here. We're gonna, wow. Great thing. It is, you know. Bringing these young men in and, you know, and Bill doing a great job for them. You know, we definitely like to, you know, have this keep moving forward and the energy, you know, what these kids possess, man, as they move forward, man, in these sports. You just can't, you know, it's undeniable. And when they have that support, I think they're prone to be more successful.
Absolutely, more direct, more concentrated on their task, whatever that's me. But that's one of those things that's just so important and valuable to teach them that look, they are valued, they are important. People want to know more. They want to be seen, and they want to
Absolutely.
perform in front of people. Look, actors and actresses want to perform in front of people. Athletes want to do the same thing.
Definitely, and you know, you just when you see it in their mind, they're humble. You know, they just want you to come out and show the appreciation for them.
That's right.
You know, it's like it's so excellent
Holy
to see
crap.
that.
Dude, that just happened again. We agreed on something.
Wow, twice, and it's raining and hell. It might snow tonight.
Freeze over.
Sorry, Colorado,
Yeah.
we brought that on. Man, but let me go ahead and give another thanks out to our sponsor, Best Car Buys. Best Car Buys, the home of the $1 down.
$1
And they're actually calling for Jeff to come on over,
Trade
buy a
that
car
down.
today. We'll help you out. But they're a great sponsor. They're great for the community. They're great when you're trying to get your credit together. And, you know, everybody needs a vehicle at some point in time out here. And, you know, if you're looking for a car, make sure you stop by over there. They run great specials. Like I said, you know, bring in this coupon that we have, and it's a verbal coupon right now that Best Car Buys receive $500 down towards, you know, your payment of your next vehicle.
That's right.
City Prep Radio, Best Car Buys has teamed up with us, and you know this offer is great incentive, you know, for new customers, you know, to come on down there.
Customers.
Best Car Buys is Denver's premier buy here car in Denver, Colorado.
Buy here, pay here.
Buy here, pay here car dealership located in Denver. Best Car Buys says yes when the others say no. Don't miss out on this huge promotion. Also, receive up to $700 in cash for referring your friend. So if you have a car out there, you own a vehicle, your family, a friend, or anybody, don't forget about you can get that promotion and receive up to $700 down for a referral, and then they'll still get the $500 down towards their new car, right?
Nice.
So, you know, come on in or call today down to Best Car Buys. Take advantage of this great offer that they're offering for City Prep Radio customers, and that's the deal that they have.
Good deal.
Yeah. You know, I must say it was, you know, today I was kind of thrown off in this show mentally. You know, like I said, I had a lot on my mind. I really appreciate it. But it was great to see these young men, have Coach Wendell come in and have Tasha come in. And like I said, we're going to have more young women on the show that will participate in talking about encouraging young ladies to play
Good looking
sports.
woman, too, man. Come on.
Uh-oh, Jeff.
Look out.
Uh-oh, Jeff.
Come on, man.
Uh-oh.
No.
No,
Wendell's a good looking man, too. Is that better?
Jeff. No, I understand, man. And she's a great young lady, too. I went to high school with her.
Did you?
So it's kind of interesting, with Betsy. She's the reason I coach girls basketball to this day, because I had a chance to coach with her a little. And she just inspired me to see how the experience of teaching young ladies, how to play a game and start coming into that confidence. Like, young boys, they get out there, they just think they know from the beginning. But girls are real, some of them are shy, it's more standoffish than the boys are. The numbers probably swap. When you got 90% of the young boys running out there crazy like they think they're LeBron James or Michael Jordan, the girls, you talk about 90% of them are standing back like, whoa. Right, and they have it in them. You just have to get it out. So when you start coaching and you get that out of them, man, it's an experience. I think I love it. I love coaching my girls' team over at Triple Threat, my little fifth grade team that we have. We're actually getting ready for some big games next weekend, and then I have a 4th grade team over there. So then we have our 7th and 8th grade team over there also, and then the high school girls. So it's a great experience in watching young ladies turn into athletes, because they're athletes too. We have to encourage that. We have to bring that back, and I will be doing my best to help do that. So, we just got to keep doing that, people. Today was an excellent show. I got to sit here and look at Jeff again. Hey, there he is.
Good looking.
And it was just fun, though. I'm
sorry about your loss.
Oh,
really.
Man, definitely.
It's not an easy deal.
It's not at all. Me and him, go on a story about my little brother Juice. We used to talk about things like this and what we're doing. And remember, I talked to him earlier this year. We get ready to launch things, and he was joking with me. It was like he wasn't joking at the time, but he said, "I love your confidence." I can hear it in your voice that you're confident about this. He said, "So you're not going to fail." And we always talk so much about deep subjects. So we'll always call each other out. We get mad and do all that stuff that you do as brothers, but it was just always encouraging each other to go after what you want to do and be successful with it. And, he told me, he said, "I'm not trying to sound condescending, but you got the juice now." But it's for more than, like I told him, it's just when you have a passion. I know others that have that passion like yourself. You start bringing them into the fold. I think that was the main thing, and I always wanted to bring him into the fold, but he was living down in Arizona. He was doing his thing. He was an entrepreneur, and I love him for what he's done, and being in business and encouraging me, and we encourage each other, and that was one of the things, like, as I, staying inspired, and I know, like, for ourselves, we sat and worked across, tell people this all the time, you and I worked across a cubicle together, and we used to sit at this job, we were selling, real estate, whatever we were selling at the time, memberships, whatever, to a network, but during the day, we would just fuss about sports. And literally, what we do right now is what we used to do at another place. And we used to say we're going to have a sports show called In Black and White. And we talked just like this. Co-workers used to always be like, "You guys need to get a radio show." And they would always ask us, they would think maybe we're mad. We'd also known each other for a lot longer than we really did. Right.
You guys been friends how long?
Right.
What?
You
guys argue like you're friends. You've known each other 20 years.
It was probably day one out of training. We started arguing about sports.
Well, this kid, you're wrong.
See, we're right back at it.
Right.
We had 2 moments that was history. We agreed, and now it's back to disagreeing. Right. And I'm fine with that. I'll stand on the other side of the fence where it's greener. It's greener. It's greener on my side.
That's fine. Then
no doubt.
You got to mow the yard down.
But yeah, so I definitely, dedicate the show to, James Cummins, Juice, miss you, love you. Be seeing all his family soon out there in Memphis, Tennessee. But thank everybody here in Denver, for supporting us. Thank everybody out in California. We have listeners in North Carolina, Chicago, New Mexico, Missouri. It's great to see how it's opening up. And, people say, online, things like that. But we're getting a lot of opportunities, and we want to start reaching out more, out in the community. I know with Alan Webb, and he gets married today. He's actually right now getting married. He is getting married, and Alan Webb, congratulations to you
Yes,
and
sir.
Mrs. Webb. You guys have a beautiful day. Sorry I wasn't able to make it, but we had to keep the show going, and I know he would appreciate that as we get ready to launch with our nonprofit and teach young men how to be left-handed pitchers like Jeff out here. That's why our nonprofit, that's what we're doing. Our community effort is to
Teach everybody to be left-handed.
left-handed like Jeff.
Oh,
No,
man,
it's
come
not.
on. We need it.
Right. We could get a lot of money for that in
Oh,
grants
man.
because people would just love to
Yeah,
see.
right. Who's going to write the grant? Somebody's right-handed, I hope, because it's going to be wrong if I do it.
Definitely, and we typically I try and open up the phone lines more to take calls. If we take a last call here, these last 5 minutes, we may take a call or two. So if someone wants to call in and say something, we're more than happy to take your call at this time. So, Jeff,
720-437-7087.
there it is. If you want to call in, say something right now, definitely do that. As we're sitting here closing out, we truly appreciate the sports in Denver. You got to start talking to your kids as parents. With this whole thing of sports and what's going on with college and all of that, and they love their game. They love the game, what they're doing, but also talking to them about the educational piece, the financial piece, and where they should go. And, not making them lean too much to the financial, but understand if you do get that financial piece, what do you do with it to set up a nest egg for yourself? I talked to a gentleman that his actual name is Donald Woolfolk. He's actually the older brother of Andre Woolfolk, who played for TJ and Oklahoma, won a national championship, and actually played in the league in the NFL, and he actually does well for himself now. But he financially took care of himself. He only played 4 years, but he didn't make the biggest money, but he made the money work for himself.
Yeah.
You can make that work, and by investing in doing the right things, you have to start. You have to prepare for an end to sports. I think that's the biggest thing. They sell them that, let's go take advantage. Absolutely, take advantage of your now, but understand now is that window closes every day. You may go get hurt. You never know what it is.
Right.
And another thing I wanted to say about just Jeff in general, if you want your child to continue on in college, set up the Lords of London. They have great insurance policies. Lloyd's of London. You get that. Set up an insurance policy for your athlete.
You get hurt.
If you feel that way, if they're that confident, they can set up an insurance policy.
Chuck Long was the first one I ever heard of that. He was a quarterback at Iowa, and he played for the Detroit Lions for a long time. And he was coaching football at University of San Diego State or what have you. But he took out an insurance policy on his knees and his legs because if he got hurt, because he was going to get drafted in the NFL, and he did. But he took out an insurance policy. It didn't pay off, but he had to pay the premium up front. They took a flyer on it, and it worked out. A lot of kids could learn something from that. A lot of kids could learn a valuable lesson from that.
Absolutely, and that's you saying that these are stories. People don't understand it's really taking place out there. If you feel you're a professional product, then insure it. They make us insure our cars every day,
Right.
and you got 4 years to commit to yourself.
15% more like Geico.
But you do those things. Start being. We have to start planning. You have to start, doing our homework outside, especially as parents, to help them out to ensure our kids' future because it helps. Because I don't disagree with kids. Look at baseball. These parents aren't telling these kids don't go pro. They're like, go. Because then you could go back to college.
College is always going to be there. But the problem is maturity and a kid measuring their ability versus their ceiling.
Right.
Kids hit the six. Remember Chris Washburn?
Yeah.
Remember Chris Washburn ran State?
Yes.
He was so immature.
Yeah.
Physically, he was a man.
Yes.
But mentally, he didn't have the goods.
He did. And see, but that's the
why he
thing.
was out of the league 3 years later.
Yeah, he still had a chance to take in a nice nest.
Yeah.
Let's call it like this: a lottery ticket.
Yeah, he did.
You had a lottery ticket. So now, what do you do with it?
Well, the issue was what he did with it was throw it up his nose and
Unfortunately,
and he got into big time trouble.
Don't do drugs, kids out there. It really does. Say no to drugs. City Prep Radio campaign, say no to drugs.
Yeah, this just in, don't do it.
Don't do it. But those are the things that they're going to be faced with out there. You seeing this, and a lot of. obstacles, questions, you know, so we have to, you know, really put things in place. And we're here at City Prep Radio. We're definitely going to be doing that. You know, we're going to have some great things coming up. I know Chauncey Billups is having a King of the Hill tournament. We're actually selected to go out there and actually highlight that. So we're putting on some great things together. We're going to have them on the radio here coming up, you know, these next upcoming weeks. We'll start announcing dates. City Prep Radio, don't forget to go on seldomseen.com, you know, so that you can go to our charity golf event that we're going to have, and we're going to get more information out on that. I think that's a lovely thing.